We're in January 2022. This is a new year, a new chance to reinvent ourselves. A couple days before 2022 actually began, I was on Notion until like 4 AM planning out my entire life, like every single second of every single day of my life. Have I stuck to that at all? No, I haven't. Do I think that's going to reoccur next year for the new year? Yes, I do, because that's just me. I feel like if I don't do that, then I'm gonna overthink everything. However, I do really overthink when I am doing it, so like, it's kind of just a really unhealthy cycle. I feel like when we get to this period, you know, like the end of December of every single year, it's kind of like the new year period. We want to set our resolutions, our goals, and we feel this like high expectation, like non-realistic expectation to just change. 31st of December, we want to go to sleep and we want to wake up on the 1st of January as this brand new, mindful, spiritual, gym baddie. That's just not gonna happen, okay? It's just unrealistic, it's not gonna happen. There are so many expectations to sort of rebrand ourselves, but we don't need to do that. Like, I'm all for setting resolutions, setting goals, and wanting to achieve them, but we can do that in a different way. We don't have to be brand new people. We are who we are, and that is great. I sound like a fucking motivational speaker right now. That's not what I'm trying to be. Long story short, I'm the same Lily Mae I was on the 31st of December, but there's always room for improvement. I'm becoming an improved Lily Mae. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I cannot think of one goal that I had for 2021. Like, I'm not too sure why. Maybe I didn't set them, but I feel like I must have set at least something. Like, I do this all the time. I always set goals for myself, especially at the new year, because I feel like it's an excuse to, but I literally cannot think of one thing. And maybe I just didn't achieve anything. Or maybe my goals were too unrealistic. So, there is actually, I want to get a lot of shit done in 2022, you know, to put it bluntly. I've actually written my stuff down on Notion. I fucking love Notion. I feel like not a lot of people even use Notion apart from on social media, but I love that shit. I wrote some goals down that I want to achieve, and I've actually been trying to achieve them. You know, that's crazy, isn't it? I've actually been trying to do something with it. You know, putting things into action. That's another thing with goals. I feel like I write them down and just expect them to happen. But like, you have to do something. You have to put something in place for that to happen. You have to put a little bit of effort in. So I'm proud of myself because I've actually been trying to do that. And I know it's the end of January, and I know it's kind of a silly time to, you know, make a goals YouTube. It's, yeah, about my goals and what I want to achieve. But at the end of the day, you can write goals down. You can set goals at any point in your life, in the year, in the day. Do you know what I mean? You can write a little to-do list at 4 o'clock in the day and still get it done by midnight. There is no like time limit on these things. These 2 items are exactly what is going to get me through 2022. I want to actually have work ethic because I feel like I literally have zero work ethic at all when it comes to anything, really. I feel like I used to, but now I don't. Like, I don't use my hours. I sound like Molly May. No, stop. No, okay? No, not in that way. We don't necessarily have the same 24 hours as Beyonce because we all live different lives and we're all in different situations. I just wanted to use my time more wisely, you know? Because I feel like I go to uni, I come back and I'm like, oh, I'm done for the day now. I really am done for the day. And that's okay sometimes, but a lot of the time, it is just me being lazy. I don't feel like necessarily like burnt out, or I don't feel like I can't do anything else. I just don't do anything else. I choose not to, when I should be doing something, you know, working towards another goal of mine, because otherwise how am I going to achieve this stuff? Hello Lily Mae, sort it out. This year I actually want to upload on YouTube. That would be useful. I want to be a YouTuber, okay? I want to be more consistent in everything I do. So like leading on from the last goal, YouTube, I want to be more consistent. I want to be more consistent with social media. I want to be more consistent with uni because I'm sure I failed last year. Like the last semester, I'm sure I did. But it was. You know what, the past is in the past and we're just working on the present and the future. Okay. I want to have more of a consistent routine, morning routine, night routine. I want to do my skincare and all of that. Look after myself pretty much, self-care. I want to do a lot of self-care stuff, not just putting a face mask on. But you know, in more, oh, who is calling me? More internal self-care, you know? Putting myself first in certain situations, etc, etc. I meant not being selfish, obviously. I started the gym. What the frick? I just bought a fucking gym membership. Tell me why I did that. To be fair, I feel like people always want to get fit. Like, lots of people's resolutions are get fit, but I feel like I've never really had that sort of resolution before, but this year I really have, because I think I've been struggling with my self-image, if that's what you call it. I think gym will really help me, and I've done like a couple fitness things before. Like, I did boxing. I was a boxer when I was like 13 years old. At that point in my life, I remember just feeling amazing about myself, you know, like not necessarily seeing like results or anything in that sort of sense, but just going there and doing that, you know, sweating it all out, having a little punch on the boxing bag. It made me feel so good. Not in like an angry way, but it just did. It just made me feel really good. So I've started the gym. Let's see how long that will last. The time has come where I feel like I need to address where I've been, why I haven't been uploading consistently as I used to, and why I've been MIA pretty much, and lazy, and all of the rest of it. I haven't really addressed it that much. I'm just always like on my other socials, on like TikTok, Instagram and stuff, I'm just like, I'm coming back, don't know when, I'm coming back though. Because my intention has been this whole time to come back. Like, I didn't think I'd have to come back, if you know what I mean. Thought it was just gonna be a little upload, but I feel like because it's been so long, I am coming back to it, if that makes sense, because like realistically I have been gone. To put it bluntly, I don't have any excuses, I don't think. The reason I stopped in the first place, I didn't mean to stop, I just lost motivation. I remember it was in like the last few months of college, you know, like leading up to summertime, I think. Maybe even, it could have even been before that, like May or something. I lost motivation for it because I was doing kind of rubbish in school. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just couldn't really be bothered. And then it got to summertime and I was busy, as in I was like, you know, being a bit selfish. Like, it's not really a bad thing, because I'm young, I'm 18 now. I was out, and I wasn't even out partying, I was just out doing my own thing, you know. As we got into the winter months, I was sort of, my intention was to do Vlogmas, because I've done that like so many years in a row now, and it is fun. But I didn't want to start something I couldn't finish. So I didn't end up starting it, I didn't upload at all in December, I don't think. I started uni started stressing me out as well. I couldn't keep up with that work. Like I was saying before, I feel like I have zero work ethic, and I'm trying to work on that. You know, I'm trying to work on the old work ethic. In November time, I think I started to get a bit sad. I think I started experiencing like sadness, like mentally, not like, you know, the sadness when there's not really a particular reason behind it. I was just kind of down, and I would probably, the word I would use to describe it would probably be depressed. I think I was a bit depressed, and it was actually hard. Like, I've never had to deal with anything like that before, like, thankfully, and I just felt really low, and nothing would really bring me up. I was sleeping all day, like I would literally, like, I can't even sleep at night time. I can hardly get to sleep, and I was just sleeping all day, every day. This isn't a sob story or like, oh my god guys, feel sad for me, I went through so much, like that's not what this is at all. I just want to basically explain myself, because I feel like I do kind of owe it to you guys, and I owe you a bit of an apology. Like, I'm sorry, but at the same time, that's what was going on, I guess. And it's not an excuse or anything like that, because other bigger events have happened in my life where I have still carried on with YouTube because I've wanted to, and I did want to that whole time, but I just felt like I couldn't pick up the camera. It was really weird, because like I said, I've never experienced anything like that before. But I think, you know what, I'm doing so much better now. And like I said, I'm just trying to, you know, like focus on my ish, getting my ish done now, so. I have been in that bed since about 4 AM yesterday morning, and I've only just got out of it. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon now. I've been in bed for like over 24 hours now. This would be my second or third day in a row wearing this t-shirt, so we need to do something about it. There are stains on it. There's Coca-Cola stains, there's tea stains. It needs to get off, and it needs to get washed. And I need to get washed, because god, this state of me, it's awful. Okay, so I don't know what it is about November, but these past 2 years, November has just been shit. Like, I just burnt in my mouth, I'm so sorry. It's just been rubbish, and like, there's no other way to describe it. I have hated the past 2 Novembers, and now this is like my 3rd November that I feel like I'm not feeling. But do you know what, I do want to like change that around, you know what I mean? I had fajitas for dinner. That probably explains the
undone button, and also the plain tortilla that I'm eating right now. Unfortunately, there's no leftover chicken because my family, we're animals and we grab that shit up, you know what I mean? None of that was going to waste.
To be honest, I feel like I've been stuck in some sort of slump for quite a while now, and it's the most annoying thing ever because I've never really had to deal with this before. I've always been like so happy and upbeat and like sunshine girl. You would have never caught me with a messy room this time. Last year even. Actually, no, last year my room was hella messy. Maybe the year before. Okay. I would never be behind on anything. I would never be slacking. And these days, I don't know what's gotten into me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I want to get out of it. I want to snap out of it. But I have also noticed that it's not only me. Like, loads of other people go through this as well. And it's the most normal thing ever. So that's why I thought I'd like come on here and talk to you guys about it. Because YouTube is another thing I've been really slacking with. Yummy. We're on the wrong bus.
No, we're not.
We need to get to...
It don't matter. It goes the same way. It goes. I'm trying to be artsy. Can you help me?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be in your art, innit? I've got a project. I'm a human being.